I was watching an old Alabama's gardening video last night, and he was picking green beans, which I'm doing every day now, but he likes to pick them just short, meaning they could go another day, but if you leave them another day, they will most likely be too big. Welcome to Saturday's Garden Tour 2023. This is early July, and today and this morning is a beautiful morning. So I figured today we'll do a little tour of the tomato garden, the tomato area. It's early in the morning, so you can see my shadow. So let me start from this end. So it's hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories and hashtag Garden Tour Saturday 2023 collaborations. So before I get into the main tomato area, I want to show you what's going on with my tomatoes that are in containers. So let's walk this way a little bit. So these are the tomatoes here. There are like 3 rows. But over by the greenhouse, I have a tomato plant in a container I want to show you. Okay, so I'm having a problem with the container tomatoes, specifically the larger tomato varieties. Like, I think this is a big boy, but as you see, it's getting blossom end rot. Isn't that terrible? So it's either the soil or inconsistent watering. And I'll tell you, I have had inconsistent watering going on here. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Though I did fertilize the soil in here, even though it's new and it should be good soil, but I did put some tomato fertilizer, scratched it in the top there for a little bit too. I have some basil here that's getting eaten also. No biggie. But I do have some more flowers. Are they drying up? No, they look okay. We'll see how this one does. Over here it gets steaming hot. My watering has been terrible. But this is a Bonnie Best, and I have already removed the tomatoes that had blossom end rot on it. It looks like it has more flowers, so we'll see how that goes. Again, it's really only the tomato plants that are in containers, and it's the bigger tomatoes. And I believe it's because of poor watering on my part. So this here is 2 rows of tomato plants, and I feel like the tomato plants are stunted this year. And even though we've had some really nice days, we had the fire haze where the sun was not coming through, and I think the plants got stunted. Not sure. Could just be my annual plant paranoia. Things are not going to do well. As you can see, I'm also doing some edging here, so I'm cleaning up this area here. So down this first row, I have 2 potted plants that I put back here in the tomato area to draw the pollinators in, to make sure that these flowers are getting pollinated, because there's really no flowers back here for them to want to come here. There's lots of flowers up front by the deck, but I wanted to make sure they got here, and I think it worked. I see them on these plants and I see them on the tomatoes now. But I have, you know, the yellow pear and 100 sweet cherry tomatoes here. I've got plums. I've got some Romas. No, this is a Bonnie Best. See, that's looking good. Nothing, no blossom end rot there. Another Bonnies. I have this Abe Lincoln, which is a very thin, tall but healthy looking plant. I think I remember it does this, and at the end of the year, the end of the season, tends to have a growth spurt and starts putting off tons of fruit. I have a mortgage lifter here that looks like I have to trim the bottom off. I think that yellow down there is because of splash up. And then I have some more Romas here. You can see you're doing good. Romas. And then San Marzanos. So you can see these here are a good size and nice grouping, right? Look at that, San Marzanos. So we'll definitely be getting some from there. These seem to be getting a little taller, but the plants in the other 2 rows just seem stunted to me. They don't seem to be growing much, though they are getting blooms. Though some of the blooms are not looking so good. Oh, looks like there's a tomato coming through there. Might be okay. Like I said, I might just be paranoid. So I have the 2 rows there, and then this main row here that I'm backing out of. I have some purple coneflowers here. And here are all his boxcar willies and beefsteaks and big boys. They all seem to be doing okay. Look at that, see no blossom end rot. And so these large tomatoes are doing pretty good here. This is a determinant, I forget which kind, but I have some tomatoes on there. One's not looking so good. The flowers don't look so great to me either, but we'll see. And actually on this arch that I have here, there's actually 2 arches next to each other. For a backdrop, I have the sunflowers, and they're doing pretty good. And they should be blooming soon. And then I have the cucumbers, and I actually have one growing here. That's a Market More. And then I have the Boston pickling cucumbers over here. There's one down there. And I see bees on these flowers, so they're doing pretty good. And these are, I think these are more Market Mores coming through here, but they're slower growing for some reason. And then here are the beautiful zinnias that I planted. So this is the tomato garden, in-ground tomato area. Oh, I did want to show you these patio mini eggplants. They are so cute. I'm going to be harvesting them probably tomorrow. Well, thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope everybody has a great weekend.